All right, Sioux City West big win tonight, 51-36 over Abraham Lincoln. They're moving on to the regional semifinal this weekend. Here now with Gabby Wagner. Big night for you offensively. Just give us your overall thoughts on this win.
We've worked really hard over these last few games, and now that I've come back, it just feels like we're playing as a family again, like we were earlier, and we're on a roll. So.
Obviously, you mentioned that 7-game win streak for you guys. Now, how big is that for you guys? Especially, you seem to pick up at the right time here as you head into the postseason.
Oh yeah, we picked up at the very right time, and I think we finally have that gel, like I said, and we're winning. So.
Sure. Big offensive night for you, 14 points. Just to speak to your offensive performance and what was working for you tonight.
I like to first drive to kick to my teammates, and then that kind of opens me up so I can score. But mostly my teammates get the pressure off me so I can score. So.
Sure, and you were lining up there from deep, 4 3-pointers for you tonight. What's it feeling like as a shooter there when it just seems like about everything seems to be going in?
It takes a lot of work. I go to the gym all the time to get my three-point where it is, so it just feels like I'm accomplished when I make those threes.
Obviously not the only one in double digits tonight, also Youngkey as well as also there in double digits. Just speak to the teammates you got out there, and you just guys seem to be able to line it up offensively pretty well.
Oh yes, I love my teammates. They all love me. They encourage me every day. I encourage them. We all work well together. Lily's my best friend, so we have some compatibility there, but the rest of us, we all seem to work well together. Thank you.
There, defensively tonight, you hold Abraham Lincoln to 36 points. What was working for you guys defensively, and what were you doing out there to slow down, especially be able to gears, especially there in that first half?
Yeah, we manned up their best players, and we put our best defenders on their best players and face guarded them, and we also ran the ball very well up the court, so easy buckets make it easy on defense too then.
Well, now you got a big matchup coming up on Saturday at Sioux City East. What are you going to be looking at there for this Saturday, and what are you guys are going to be walking into there?
East is a really great team. They work very well together, but I think we have the momentum right now. So if we continue our game plan and pressure them and get them flustered, I think we can get this done.
Congrats on the Sioux City West big win tonight, 51-36 over Abraham Lincoln. Here now with head coach Elizabeth Boker. Coach, just your thoughts on this win for your girls tonight.
We knew coming down here is going to be tough. It's always tough to play here at AL, so we knew that we needed to lock down and really focus, and I think we struggled a little bit on the offensive end. They did a good job of getting Bailey the ball when they needed to, so that killed us a little bit. So we need to go back and reconfigure and figure out what we need to change to get some offensive flow. We just couldn't seem to get into a rhythm tonight, and that's something we got to fix for our next game on Saturday.
Obviously, on the defensive side, a strong night for you guys, holding 18 points in the first half, especially Bailey Gears. You're able to slow her down a lot, especially in that first half. Speak to what you guys were doing defensively and what was working for you.
We put some girls that can play lockdown defense on her, and we knew she was getting a little frustrated. We face guarded her, so kudos to her. She really worked hard. They had some great plays against that face guard to get her the ball with that lob and that 4-high. So, it was hard. We knew that she's a great player, and we couldn't leave her open. And last game she had 19 points against us. So we were really focused on we have to take her away because she is what kind of gets that team going. And so, we did that. We struggled at times, but again, we just got to go back to the drawing board and kind of get things ready to go for Saturday.
Sure, a big night for Gabby Wagner, 14 points for her. She led the way offensively tonight. Just speak to her performance and what she brought to the court for you tonight.
She brings a spark. She always brings a spark for our team. That is something the last 8 games when she's came back that she's brought for us. So she just brings that energy, and that everybody feeds off of that. So she is a good player. She brings that spark. She's physical. She likes to attack the basket. So again, with what her performance helped boost us to give us what we needed.
Sure, and she wasn't the only one in double digits. You had 3 there in double digits tonight. To speak to the team you guys have right now, obviously 7-game win streak for you guys, getting hot at the right time, it seems like.
Yep, we are. We're, you always want to peak at the right time, and I feel like we are doing that again. Our girls we had a great nucleus in the summer, and then that kind of got interrupted with an injury, but they found it. They're working hard, and they're just playing well together. So we just have to continue to work. We have to go back into the drawing board, fix a couple things for Saturday, but overall, we knew it was going to be tough. AL's always a tough place to play at. We know they're a tough team to play, so they always give us a battle. So we knew going in tonight that we had to focus and be prepared. And kudos. Chad has been playing really hard, and they're a young team, so they're going to have a good next couple of years. So we just kind of had to keep going.
Sure, there and then late in that game, Gears was able to close it in a little bit there a couple of times, got it under 10 points. What's the message to you girls there as you guys are trying to hold on to that lead there late in that fourth quarter?
Clock is our friend. We didn't need to force anything, take our time. We got kind of stagnant. Our spacing was off tonight. So we just talked about how, again, we don't need to bomb shots. We just need to take good selective shots and shoot good shots. So again, that was our plan. Sometimes that worked, sometimes it didn't. But again, our spacing was off. We just couldn't really get something going the flow-wise for offense tonight. So.
And obviously, as you mentioned, taking on Sioux City East now on Saturday in that regional semifinal. What do you guys be walking into there? What do you know about them? And what can you tell they're going to be able to bring to the floor?
You know, East is always a tough team to play as well, especially at East. So we know that going in, they beat us twice already this year, and it's hard to beat a team 3 times. And they're not just a one-player dimensional team. They've got your guards to your posts. So everyone has to come ready to play on Saturday, and everyone has to be on the same page coming in on Saturday.